Is someone cutting the grass out there now? Oh, what's happening? Oh, it's a truck? Stop! What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am in a little bit of a different setup. Normally, if you've seen my other videos, I just have a blank background. But today I threw my camera in my living room and was like, hey, whatever works, works, you know? So the lighting's a little bit off, if you can't tell. I didn't pull out my lights or anything. We're in the middle of a move, so it's a little bit hectic. I'm actually getting really stressed out because there's just so much cleaning and stuff to do. And anyway, that's a quick little update on my life, and what the actual video is an update on a Sephora and Ulta haul that I did probably like a freaking year ago at this point. No, not a year ago, but like last year, you know? Things have been so hectic, I don't even know. I just graduated, or I'm about to graduate. Wow, what is happening? Things are a little hectic. I honestly don't know when I filmed that, but that doesn't really matter. Let's just go on into the updates. Actually, before I jump into the update, kind of to let you know, I lost a few of the items, so they won't be in this update. Let's jump into the two palettes that I had bought. This is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I honestly bought it because it was just the hype, and I mean, it does look really pretty and it was super hype, but let me tell you that I only used a couple of shades. I use Breakaway to highlight my brow bone. I do these two right here, and then I'll use these two, and these three, and that's kind of it. So in my opinion, it is not worth it. I always want to use this. It's not as pigmented as I want it to be. There's also just a lot of shades that I feel like I have in other palettes, so I haven't been grabbing this as much, but I do always grab it whenever I make a mistake or something's not blending out well, and I'll go in with Baja or Riff in and kind of buff everything out. Usually as long as the color scheme works, of course, and this is like my lifesaver for that, and honestly that's what I've been mainly using it for, and the brow highlight, you know? As much as I wanted to love this palette, I don't love it. I do like it. Is it worth it if you don't have the shades already in your collection? Absolutely. If you feel like you already have this like layout or these colors, it might not be worth it for you. The second palette was my first ever palette from Juvia's Place, and this is the Saharian palette. I always get compliments every time I use this palette on my eyes. I actually have it on my eyes today in conjunction with a different palette, but I have Senegal all over my lid, and this is just like my freaking favorite palette right now, because I always like my go-tos, my everydays are all in this. Like I'll go in with Senegal, some of, I don't know how to pronounce this, Jamila, I'm not sure. And then this is an amazing palette. I really do like it. For only $20 you get such amazing quality. None of these shadows are splotchy, none of them like go on weird, and I freaking love them. So next, let's jump into some face products. I have this here so we can see whether they oxidized or not. This first one is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I do like this concealer, but I think there are drugstore options that I like better than it, so I haven't really been grabbing it. I really should though, just to use it up because it is the more expensive one, but I have drugstore options that I like equally or even better, and for that reason I won't be repurchasing this, but I will of course use it on up. This is the shade Light Neutral, and I just wanted to see if it oxidized at all. This one right here on the L, okay, it's definitely oxidized. In fact, it looks warmer now that it's dried. The dried one looks warmer. You see, this one looks so much warmer than this one. Guys, someone just started vacuuming outside. Why? Go away. Vacuum in like half an hour. If you can hear the vacuum, I'm so sorry. The vacuum just hit my door. Okay, well that next one in here was the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Antioxidant Concealer. I love this for priming my eyelids. I do use it under my eyes sometimes, but specifically to prime my eyelids. Let's see if this oxidized. So this one is on the V right here. This one doesn't look like it oxidized that much. It literally just looks like it dried. Take a look at that. Looks like it just dried. Like, well, I guess on camera it definitely looks like it oxidized a little or turned a little more neutral, but in real life it just looks like that would be the color if it dried. And I had a third thing on here, which is on the E, and that is the Revlon Photo Ready Candid. Ooh, I put my finger in it. The E is the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation. I still don't know what... I need a real setup. This living room setup, this random living room setup isn't going that well. This one definitely oxidized. Good shade and a half. Can you see that on the E right there? I did find that it oxidized a lot. Okay, Cooper. It did oxidize a lot once I put it on my face, but I do really like it still, and I like the natural finish that it gives. So I am a fan of that. Yeah, all the face products were really good. The Naked Concealer I'm not going to be repurchasing. Everything else I would repurchase. Another thing in here, I did a lot of mascaras. Let me tell you, is someone cutting the grass out there now? Oh, what's happening? Oh, it's a truck? Stop! Let's ignore that. So I bought 3 mascaras this time around, and I'm not the biggest fan of all of them. These Lash Princess mascaras, okay, that's like user error kind of, because my eyelashes stick straight down, so it smudges all over the place with this, and it doesn't hold a curl. Like, these don't hold a curl. I will put them on top of a mascara that does hold a curl, but it still smudges, so I don't really use these. I will use them on days that I know I'm like doing errands that I don't care about. Like, I don't care if anyone sees me type of an errand, so I'll still use it up, but I am not happy with them. The reason I bought these two also was because I wanted to see like if there was a big difference between them. This is the Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara, and this one was the Lash Princess Volume Mascara. Like, they're both volume, first of all, and second of all, I don't think one did particularly better than the other, and it is super smudgy. So if you fall prone to smudging mascara, this might not be the one for you, or these might not be the ones for you. Now this one I have a love-hate relationship with. This is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Mascara, and I freaking love the formula. Like, it doesn't smudge on me. I put it on top of a mascara that I know will hold my curl, and then I'll go over with a different one and then use this as the last step. However, there's a 60% chance that every time I open this, the stopper, it didn't do it this time of course, but the stopper of it will come up with it, and it'll just be a blob at the end. Like, the whole thing will just be blobs, like covered in mascara. Like, it gets stuck up in the cap. Yeah, it's really not gonna do it now that I'm on camera. But the formula is really, really great. I do really like it, but I guess maybe I got a dud and I have to try a second one. You know, I will totally spend my money to try it again, and if it does it again, then I won't spend more money on it. But I really, really do like it. I do have another one that I like just as much as this, and it's the It Superhero Mascara, and yeah, maybe I'll just buy that instead of the next two things in here. Technically I only bought this one. I went back and bought this one. This is the ColourPop Brow Boss. I had it in the shade Taupe during the haul, and then I went back and purchased the shade Ash Brown after the haul, because Taupe was very, very gray, very, very light on me. It actually works perfect for the days I'm not going to wear any makeup. Like, I can just throw it into my brows and it works wonderfully because it looks just like my natural brows. That way I'm not putting like dark brows on even though I have no makeup on, and I just look a little bit cavemanish, you know, like the ooga 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 type of a thing. And then I did like it so freaking much that I went back in and bought a darker shade. This one's an ash brown. Most of the time I'll do this at the ends and then fill the fronts with the taupe, or I'll just go in with a brow gel and do the fronts, and then to set everything else done, you know? But I love this. This is $5. I think this is my go-to eyebrow from now on, especially at the drugstore. I find a lot of the drugstore eyebrow pencils will kind of smudge around on my face. I kind of get oily right around my eyebrows, so it does smudge around, and this actually holds itself down. Like, it like sets up shop, and it's like, this is where I stay, okay? I'm a little dehydrated. I need a matcha latte. I've been making them myself lately, and It's making me a little bit happy because I'm not spending so much money on matcha lattes. Last but not least item from the haul, this is the L'Oreal makeup sponge. I don't remember its exact name. I know I bought it because Jessica Braun loves it, and I do really like it. I just like the Morphe one better still. It's really good. It plumps up nicely. It does your makeup fine. But I still like the Morphe one just because of the way it's shaped. I always say it's like my two favorites had a baby. It was like the Eco Tools one that kind of does this, and then the bottom of like the Beauty Blender. So it was perfect. It was perfect, amazing. And I use like parts of it that I'm not really supposed to use on my eye. Like I get right up in there. It's great. It's great. You know what's not great? This freaking lighting and all the sound issues going on. I will figure it out in this new apartment, and I will let you guys know. Maybe I'll sit in this again just with some extra lighting or something. I should have turned that light off, but that's like our 24-hour light, so no one robs this type of a thing. Yeah, I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. I will have some links down below, some videos up here, and it's been so long, I don't even remember. Is this where you click to subscribe? It will be today.